AI has advanced rapidly, particularly in the customer service space. With chatbots hitting the front lines while agents assist behind the scenes, and automatic quality assurance analyzing all of your conversations, it may feel like we're on the verge of a complete AI takeover. But before you go running to replace your agents with bots, you should first consider the impact it will have on the quality of your support and the experience your customers will receive. Join us in this episode of Building a Support Team for Tomorrow as we hear how industry leaders are approaching AI and learn how they have integrated these technologies within their support operations. Unlimited volume handling, multilingual support coverage, and the fastest response times imaginable. These are just some of the benefits that AI has brought to the customer service space. However, there are some important factors to consider before jumping headfirst into chatbots and AI tools.
So what I believe in is that AI can take over a lot, but it should begin with your customer in mind. So I think if you want to help your customers, you need to understand who your customer is. So based on our own research, we've seen that people in the age group of 60 plus, for example, their preferred channel to connect with service is phone. For the younger generation, it's different. So I think if you want to work with AI, you really need to understand your customer segments within your company and what their preferences are.
Understanding your own customer base can help inform where and how you should implement AI. While chatbots appear more efficient, they may have a negative impact on your customer's experience, which, over time, can drive churn and a loss of revenue. Really knowing your customers can help you avoid over-deploying AI. Supercell has taken their customer base into consideration, and due to the amount of training required to effectively implement AI in frontline support, they have decided against it.
So we don't really use AI. AI is a lot of manual work that's usually overlooked because you have to train it. So we haven't invested in it. There is two things linked to gaming that drive the decision. The first one is that there is a lot of seasonality and there's a lot of update that has new content, which means that the content is volatile. So you will have to train very often. The second thing is that players don't behave rationally. And we love it, but AI gets really confused with the type of language and reactions people have, which means the tech is just not ready for this business as far as we're concerned.
If you are working in an environment where your product or processes are in a constant state of change, being mindful of where the AI is getting its information from and how you will continuously train it is crucial. While bots are able to handle increasingly large volumes of conversations, they can also easily provide false information without knowing or understanding the consequences.
So we've been using AI since we started the company. I think it's an amazing tool to provide great assistance to the customer support associates. When used correctly, it can improve efficiency for your team and drive even better productivity because you're basically helping the associate and make sure that they have all the data in front of them when answering a customer inquiry.
When looking to implement AI within your support operations, you need to consider not only the customer experience, but the agent experience as well. AI can help make your agents more efficient, more knowledgeable, and empower them to achieve more when used correctly. But what does use correctly mean? While some businesses might see AI as a way to downsize their customer service teams and lower their salaries, industry leaders are cautious of this approach and instead use AI to empower their agents to do better work.
We still see a lot of value in that human connection and that human interaction. And that's why I say that it's very important to leverage AI, but in the right way to increase team efficiency and drive productivity, but not to replace the human touch that helps companies stand out.
An example of this in practice is the implementation of chatbots. While they can be a great help as the first line of defense, you shouldn't consider bots as a replacement for human customer service. There is still a lot of value to be gained from human interaction that occurs when solving a customer issue. Value which a bot cannot replicate, at least for now. On top of this, bots alone will not be able to solve the more technical cases your team may have, nor handle the more sensitive cases such as financial issues. However, This should not dissuade you from using chatbots, as they can make the life of your agents much easier. For example, even if a bot can't solve the customer issue, they can do a good job in extracting useful information from the customer by the time it reaches the agent. By identifying and verifying the customer, gaining initial understanding of their issue, and even requesting screenshots or other evidence of their issue. This means that when the case arrives in your agent's queue, they can get to solving the issue much faster. Chatbots can even help ensure the case is sent to the most appropriate agent on the team, resulting in fewer escalations and improving the customer experience. Overall, AI is nothing to be afraid of, and if used correctly, it can bring some big efficiency and financial gains to your business. As with any changes, you should always consider the reasons why before implementing. If you are looking at AI to purely cut operational costs, you are likely going to run into problems with your customer service quality and customer satisfaction. Instead, focus on how AI can help make your agents more efficient and better at their job, and make your customer experience better. In time, this will reflect in lowered operational costs and higher revenue without sacrificing your customer service quality. That brings us to the end of this episode and to the end of the series. We hope you have enjoyed learning from our industry experts and have gained some valuable insights on how to make sure you're providing top-notch customer service as your company scales. Thanks for watching.